today we'll be taking a deep dive into complex partnerships. Lacey, why don't you go ahead and kick us off with card-linked partners?
Card-linked offers are essentially partners who allow you to target their audience. Targeting happens by the partner, and when that person transacts at your company with that card, that is when they receive the benefit. There are several benefits to working with these types of partners. Because they have transaction level data for their entire audience across a multitude of different segments, you can be very granular in how you target the audience with your offer. So you can do competitive conquesting if you're looking to take share in your industry, or if you know that your audience also shops at other brands, you can target people who have made purchases with other brands in the past. Another interesting application is if you know that your purchase happens at a certain point in someone's life, you can target based on them transacting with another purchase.
Next up, let's take a look at verification partners. A verification partner is a type of affiliate that identifies a specific person is part of a specific subgroup. There are marketplace and digital types of verification partners. Have you ever been shopping around and noticed that your favorite retailer is offering a discount specifically to college students? This is most likely through a marketplace verification partner. When thinking about the commission structure for this type of partner, I typically would slot them in with a loyalty type partner. Digital verification partners, on the other hand, operate slightly differently. They instead would see a CTA or call to action on your website, calling for teachers to get verified and get a discount. It's not a standard commission per sale like most affiliate partners. Instead, they charge on successful verifications. Verification partners are great for new customer acquisition as well as retention, making them a wonderful addition to your program. Lacey, why don't you tell us about Buy Now, Pay Later partners?
If you've made a purchase in the last 3 to 4 years, it's very likely that you've come across a Buy Now, Pay Later partner. These partners are basically companies who allow you to split your payment up at a merchant over a certain period of time. There's 2 ways to work with Buy Now, Pay Later partners. So brands work with these partners to offer their service on their website. The other way to work with these types of partners is via an affiliate model. The benefits of this partner type is that they have huge audiences. They're a great way to target new customers. And they're a great way to target people who make bigger purchases because people typically will use these types of solutions for higher AOV purchases. They also have higher conversion rates because somebody is much more likely to make a purchase that they can spread over 4 months than they are if they have to pay for it all right now, right away. We've typically seen great new traffic ratios and first click attributed revenue to these types of partners.
Let's shift gears a bit and chat about podcast partners. You can think about podcast affiliates very similarly to influencers. The difference here is that their content bread and butter is audio. When going about choosing the right podcast partner for you, it's very similar again to the way that you would source an influencer partner. You want to take a look at their audience demographic, in this case, their listener demographic. The next thing to keep in mind is what type of commission they're looking to earn. As with anything, negotiation is key here to ensure that it's incentivizing for both parties. It's an added bonus if they're willing to share their listener data with you. But the biggest thing to note about podcast partners is tracking. The biggest benefit of working with a podcast partner is all about consumer loyalty. In today's current market, consumers are far more likely to convert from a trusted source, such as their favorite podcast. Lacey, take us home with content partners. How can we use SEO to find the right partners for our program?
So content partners are partners who write content. They come in the form of primarily digital media publications and blogs. The best way to go about finding these types of partners is just that basic Google exercise. Understand what the keywords are that get the most volume. Use those to find the right content articles and target your outreach directly to those partners, specifically stating that they have an article that your brand or product is perfect for inclusion for. The benefits of these types of partners, content partners do perform very well. The thing to know about them is they are top of funnel. So a lot of times we see these types of partners driving upwards of 90% new traffic to our clients' websites. So that is a strong indication of incrementality.
Thanks so much for learning with us here at PXA.